He's won $1 million.
I got this drink in my cup. Oh yeah. Welcome to Open Conversation with SheeshBlanco, and I'm your host, SheeshBlanco. It's kind of crazy. What, this episode 11? Shout out to Shout out to all the other 10 people. Technically, I think it's 8 because I think I might have been 2 of them, or 7. Don't count the math type shit. But anywho, we got a good special guest here. My relative, my loved one, ValleyyMuscle, Valley with 2 Y's.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we're going to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? Just how shit go and how shit flow. But I'm going to give him the floor to let y'all know about him.
Like my relative said, it's your boy ValleyyMuscle with 2 Y's. From Pacoima, California. You feel me? I'm a native of the land. You know, I went through a divorce a few years ago, and I tried to reinnovate myself into what I am now. Don't like to call myself a fitness influencer. I like to call myself more of a fitness professional. I'm a high school football coach and kind of like a mentor, if you would say. But besides that, man, I'm a lot of other things, you know.
Yeah,
I'm an uncle, a son, a brother, shit like that. But what's the deal, man?
Man, you're right. Hey, good to see you, bro.
Good to see you
know,
too.
You know what I'm saying? Anywho, on this thing, we always do it this way, and we always like to ask the question, where's your mental health right now, 1 through 10, and what do you do, or what did you do when you got low? Not to a 2, because a 2 was checking out, to like a 4, where it's like the day's kind of, I don't want to get out the bed type issue.
Shit, as of right now, bro, I'm on like cloud 10. You know what I'm saying?
Love to hear that.
To be honest with you, bro, it's like I done found a whole new lane for myself to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't really had a bad day in a long time. But when I do have them bad days, because I do, you know what I'm saying, I just tend to focus on the why I started.
On it.
You know what I'm saying? The shit that I promised myself a long time ago. So it's like, I don't really have time to be sitting out and let my mind play games with myself to where it makes me feel like I ain't supposed to be doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll stop everything else in the world, in a sense, to continue what I'm doing because I feel so confident
And what you're doing.
in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So.
And what you're doing is like, you know what I'm saying, hold up, and shout out Angry Bird Band-Aids, just cut the finger earlier, you know what I'm saying, holding you right. What you're doing is a lane that many people are doing, and not everybody can be a success in it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta, people have to enjoy what they see and believe what they see, and then, you know, whether that's your fitness content, but also your person, you know what I'm saying, your personality, your personality. I definitely looked along your catalog, obviously knowing you as the person. And when I first, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Because you weren't like a small person in like physique, you know what I'm saying? You always kind of was like cut, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, when I started, I'm like, whoa, like he really getting swoley out here, you feel me? And I'm like, that's dope. Like, and I could see the passion and what, as you do it and how you going. So really I just want to give you flowers, like, because also, you know, being a Pacoima native, like, we don't have many people who would go and do what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people who like work out, you know, we got a lot of meatheads, and you know what I'm saying? People who just big, but like to pursue the thing that you're pursuing is like, that's another, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have another placard in the hood where it's like, he was the first one to do it. Like, who could?
And that's crazy. I ain't even think about that. So.
You feel me? Like, we got a lot of hoopers, we got a lot of football players, we got soccer players, whatever it is, you got musicians. You be the first person, you know what I'm saying? I feel, well, I have to do my research, you know what I'm saying? But you might be the first person
I
who
gotta
really
do my research now,
you know,
that's crazy. I do that, I put the whole P on the map.
You feel me? Like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? I doubt there's ever been a person who came in there and was like, okay, blah, 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 from Pacoima, California. You know, you probably hear, Redondo Beach, Santa Clarita, you know, Los Angeles, like, we talking like deeper places. I mean, just be real, like, you could probably name all the African-American people who joined that realm.
In a sense.
You feel me? Like, it's not many, it's enough, but like, that's a good ordeal. But definitely let's jump into the why. Like, why'd you jump into the fitness journey? Why'd you in the bodybuilding journey?
Shit, I went through a divorce in 2019, man, and that shit fucked with my mental a whole lot. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Man, had you distraught,
That
huh?
shit had me drained, bro. So the gym kind of like brought me back, and with that shit bringing me back, man, I kind of like with everything I do, I kind of like owe the gym the life that I'm living now. So I'm gonna continue to give it to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
until this shit blow and go where I know it's going, and even after it go to where I know it's going, I'm not stopping, bro. Cause I didn't put my mind to where I want and what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm focused. Like I'm focused, bro.
Nah, you ain't got to tell me. I know. Like I said, I see your post and I just be like, man, like I could see like back then, like when you was going, like you wasn't really, posting, you weren't active on the gram like that. Like you would hop in and out. So to see like you constantly posting content and now you getting back in front of the camera and doing all the things you're doing, like we was just having a conversation off camera is like what you just posted today or the other day. It's like you wouldn't have did that, back in the day when you was younger, and you know what I'm saying, now you doing it, and there's probably people that's whispering sweet nothings and hating, but it's like, think about you then and you now. You're not the same person you was yesterday. You feel me? So it's like, it's truth, bro. Like it's, people don't get it enough. Like to look in that mirror and understand that I used to really, that's growth right there. To be like, I used to talk shit about this type of thing, but now you feel me? Like I didn't think I was gonna do this. Like I tried it, you know what I'm saying? People would tell me to, but like I didn't want to be the person in front of the camera talking. Like I can talk off a camera, with people, but maybe we find our lines and our paths, you know what I'm saying, as we go. And that's a good thing that you did find it, because as you do this too, you're also coaching. So that gives, and this is big right now. So like for them kids to see you every day and be like, my coach doing my, you feel me? Like it's like people
Bro,
don't.
I'm like a celebrity where I coach at right now. Like these kids
It's a big thing. I'm trying to tell you.
It's
like,
huge, dog. Like,
hey, trust, like the greatest, like the greatest thing you could ever, like I remember I was coaching in Silmar. I was just starting, like I would just be posting on the gram, like on some funny, and like I would go back and like kids be saying whatever I said that day on that post or whatever, but like I don't like, I haven't branched out to like showing where I'm working out and at my new school system, and like I don't really want to, because then that's gonna like, probably change the dynamic of much more than just, you feel me, kids. So it's like, it's dope to see that, like you being in that world, and also like, because these kids, once they graduate, like you probably got some seniors like, coach, like I'm trying to do this, and like I come train with you, like can I train with you now, like and also being a natural, you know what I'm saying, bodybuilder. It's like you can give the tricks, trades, and tools that they need to get there. It's not, we're not talking no other
I'm
things.
not trying to shortcut these kids.
You
That's
feel me?
That's really the whole reason why I'm doing what I'm doing with my boy. Like, shout out to my dog Sean Fury. This whole natural bodybuilding shit, just to dive deep into it or dive right into it. In a sense, this is another reason why I'm doing it, is because of the kids. Like, my purpose. I found my purpose behind this fitness shit because of the kids. Like, let's just start there. My little cousin Floyd Chalk was at Alamany. I'm pretty sure you heard about it. He was playing with J-Rock, one of he was the defensive MVP in a bowl game last year at the USC. I've trained, bro, literally like 7 kids that are at D1 colleges right now, from Arizona University, Arizona State, Oregon State, USC, UCLA, and shit like that. So it's like, this is when they was in high school before they got there. And like, just to see how these kids, they come from certain areas. Like my little dog J-Rock that's at USC, that little nigga lost his mom when he was like 6, 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? And to see the fire that kid had at a young age, to want to be where he's at right now and never let up off the gas, I commend him and all of his little homies, bro, because they all got their own stories, but they took it to another level, to where, where me and you feel me, wanted to and thought we could have, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And you did your thing. Don't get it fucked up. But it's like, I just see the fire in these young kids, and that's where I got my inspiration to continue. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'd have had a fire.
You know what I'm saying? We probably, you know what I'm saying? We probably done lost that shit along the way, but shit, I didn't have that same
Oh
fire.
no, but I'm talking about back. Like I commend, shout out to all them. Like especially like J Rock and them. Like I think my mom was on here last week, and I was telling her like I just did it because it was like the family thing, and that's what like I felt like me and my brother's bond was. Like for him to be like, oh, my brother is like, you know what I'm saying, at the school, like doing. Like, my brother sent me a text message in 9th grade, bro. Like, and it's the first time in real life my brother ever said I love you, and it took me by storm. Like it was like not the first time, but it
The most it had most value.
You feel me? Like nigga sent me a paragraph, and it's like you're about to have your first game. Like I want you, you know, do what you do. You know, blah blah blah. It's like I'm talking about a whole thing, and I'm like, this is the first time my brother's showing me like a different side. So I'm like, you feel me? Like I want to.
Now I gotta.
So like it wasn't like really a fire, but like games he was at is when I went the craziest. Cause I'm like, feel me? I got to, you feel me? But them kids, like, and that's why like I train kids and do what I do as well. Cause it's like, I'm gonna give you all that I got because I know for a fact that even if a kid is half as talented as I was, I didn't train for my talent. Mm-hmm. It just was there.
Man.
You feel me? That's what really blows my mind. And that's why even in the gym, like when I be training with young bulls and whatever, and I be working out, even when I started working out by myself, I like was like, damn, like I could have been slinging this weight when I was in 10th grade. Mm-hmm. Like I could have been this strong then. But it's like you don't think about it because I think in our realm, when things are so God-given, you get lost.
Yeah, so shit, I was...
Your judgment get clouded when you cloud it.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. For me, it's... You feel me? I played at the college level, but I feel like I wouldn't even say or try to say I had a height advantage like that. I had other focus, man. Once I started getting money, man, my focus was other places, you know what I'm saying? So I still got a bachelor's, you know what I'm saying, from USC and shit like that, but I didn't play football at USC. I just went for school, you know what I'm saying, because I had a scholarship. But other than that, like as far as that with these kids, I was saying like these kids, they gave me that purpose in the beginning of what I was doing.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that I end up started to coach now, bro. And it's like now I done found a whole new passion behind it. Like these kids that I'm around, these kids, it's their first, second year ever playing football, bro. So I got already.
Y'all in the rebuilding now, right? Because y'all was like 12-1 last year.
Yeah, something like that, like 7-4 or some shit.
Oh wait, I might be messing that up.
Yeah,
I know.
But the year before we was.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's crazy, bro. So we got a bunch of kids, bro, that just
love the game.
In the sense they love the game, but they don't know the game. Mm. So we trying to teach them. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I turned my DV core, dog, into monsters last year, dog. And it's just I'm falling in love with the process of what I'm doing, man. And that's what's continuing to have me pursue what I got going on with this natural bodybuilding shit. Because it's like some of these kids, you know, they crack a little jokes like, "Oh, coach, what you be taking?" And like, you know, just
because that's what's
you
feel me?
Exactly. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now that I'm really putting that shit out there, so that's all they see. That's all they see. But it's like I don't have nothing to hide, and I ain't lying about nothing, bro. I ain't never took shit in my life, like, and I won't because I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this shit the right way. You know, shout out to my dog Kendall Richmond. He's a natural bodybuilder that was on stage at the Arnold Classic in Ohio a couple weeks ago. And he placed 10th, but he was on a stage with 11 other bodybuilders that are on steroids. And he's the only one that was completely natural. And bro's body is insane.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm not trying to get I don't need the extra, but like I might mess with y'all workout plan for real just to see, you know, where it go. Cause I feel like working out, like it don't take nothing for a nigga to just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to take nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I go a week, whatever, we was talking off camera. But I really be thinking like, let me just see what happens if I just get on one of these plans for a little bit, and it'd be on some freak shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. When
you eat different though, right?
I eat completely different now,
I know. I watched you drink food through the processor. Yeah, that was crazy. Please talk about that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I watched you blend your food and then drink it. Like when I tell you, like I'm damn near throwing up through the phone. Like I'm like, this nigga blended it up with water. Like
That shit almost made me throw up, bro.
I'm on my life. I'm looking at the phone. I'm like this. I'm like, it ain't no way he really just did. Please speak on that. Just like, what was that? Just like a thing you guys getting tired of the food? Like, what happened? Like, why?
Well, for one, it's like I was definitely, trying some shit, dude.
Yeah, we
I was
know.
definitely trying some shit, and I was curious. Like the last, before I had did it, the last few days prior to that, I was like, I wonder what this shit actually tastes like blended up. And I kept saying that shit to the point where that day came, and I just like, you know what? Let me see. So I put it in the blender. You feel me? You watched me put that shit in the blender. I put a little water.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers kept telling me, you shouldn't have put the water. You should have just blended. Like, nigga, that's the whole point. I'm trying to drink this shit, not have just dry ass food. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Like, so I put the little water, bro. And when I tell you, dog,
It was dark.
I didn't think that shit through, cause it was like I had to eat it.
Yeah.
Because it was like I would have wasted my meal.
Yeah.
I had to.
It was everything that was in that joint too.
It was broccoli, rice, and chicken. And I'm telling you, bro, that shit tasted so fucking like. Just imagine like a nigga eating his own throw up. Like on some real shit. That shit tasted so fuck. I almost literally the last gulp of me eating it. I don't know if you watched that video, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, I almost literally like gave up. Like nigga, I swear to God, I'm like
I was committed out there. I said, hey, if he probably threw up when this was over.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I just swallowed that last little bit, rinsed out that shit, rinsed my mouth out, and I just kept spitting in the fucking trash. Like, bro, what the fuck? See, I'm one thing about me, I'm a daredevil. Nigga, I jumped out of a plane before my last birthday, my 30th birthday. I jumped out of a plane, bro. So
Yeah. See that food like that's like, whoo boy, yeah. If it was me,
and it's crazy because I put a little Tabasco in that shit too.
burnt the throat. Nigga throat was on flames.
That shit's funny as fuck.
But even that, like, see your influence that in which you have, like, some of the kids probably watched it was like, I'm gonna do that because Coach Valley did that, and you feel me? I want to do what he do, and that's the influence that you got on this youth now. And then even when we had influence on you when we was training with Billy Parra back at Pierce. So it's like to think back to those situations where, like, it's like it was a destined situation to be around because we had already been around it. You know what I'm saying? Whether that was giving advice or just doing what you do, it's just like, certain things. That's dope, like super dope now that you can really influence them in that manner and give them the right of way rather than what they see on TikTok. Because now we're getting back to where I see it on there. It's like the top names that you see, these dudes, like, and that they all talk about it, got the hashtags or whatever. There's no way on God's green earth that these human beings are natural.
Oh no!
Like 21.
Bro, there's niggas on Instagram that I cannot, for the fear of me, bro, understand how Instagram is not banning this shit. There's motherfuckers on Instagram taking the needles to the vials, bro, and sticking themselves. But all they'll do is just put a little emoji over the vial. But you can see the needle and you can see half of the vial. You know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's what Instagram will allow because, again,
it brings in, but let's talk about the documentary. When when can the world expect that to even drop?
Well, shit, to be honest with you, it's not really. It's I'm a part of it, but that's really my boy's project. I'm more of like the star in a sense, like not even like that. Like,
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But my boy, he's a movie producer. Like he has a premiere for a movie he's in and helped produce on April 13th this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the project that me and him are doing, bro, it's gonna be like a 4 year project, to be honest with you.
This is Sean Fury you're talking about. Mm-hmm. He's a movie producer.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I literally just met bro. What? This year? Hold on. Was it this year? Yeah, no, last year, like right before last year, 'cause I think I invited him over to my house for Christmas. Yeah, like I've only known him maybe, bro, maybe 4 months, 5 months, but the connection I got with bro is just like is real beyond years, and I feel like it's we understand where we trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Like we said one day, bro, we would sit down talking. I was sitting there telling him, I said, bro, it's crazy because I feel like you came to the table with a blueprint, and I came to the table with a blueprint, and we just overlaid them, and it just aligned and matched. Like you had the missing pieces to what I needed, and vice versa, type shit. But that's a solid motherfucker, bro. He ain't hood. He ain't nothing like that. He from New Jersey and shit like that. So he a different kind of being. That's what most people would try to say about him, bro. But he's solid as a motherfucker, bro. I know I can count on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he really my boy.
Ain't it? So what's the end goal in the natural journey? Is it this is you want to keep on keeping on as long as you can, or
Shit,
you gonna start and eventually switch from coaching ball to coaching that?
Man, to be honest with you, right now I don't even really know. I'm just kind of like going with the flow more to say like, but I can see like with being with my boy, like I can see this nigga being around for a while. Like I like the nigga's friendship because I can see how elevated the nigga's mind is, and that's the type of shit that I'm trying to attract and be around, bro. So he is definitely like, I've taken a liking to what he's trying to like do in a sense, as far as like what he wants to do after this shit. So he's trying to aspire to do this little project we got going on for like maybe 8 to 10 years. Me, I'm telling the nigga like maybe if we get, depending on how, I mean shit, I'll be what, like 40 by then. So like by then it's time to transition, and he wants to like, by then have this production already out and start transitioning everything that we've done with the production of this documentary, turn it into a movie, turn it into what did he say, like some type of like TV series, like all of this. He has this man has a crazy lucrative ass mind. So like I like picking his brain a lot, but he's definitely, I like where he's going with it. So I've always saw myself, even before I met him, like this fitness was was supposed to like shoot me forward into like acting and modeling. You know what I'm saying? So being around him, it just makes more sense. Like he's a producer. I'm trying to model and act. But shit, I don't have to worry about getting in no movies or.
If he's the producer, yeah. 100%.
Exactly. So it's like,
I definitely think it's a smart move for sure. Definitely, we didn't thought about the same things at the same time. I definitely have thought that venture through. I just don't know where to start. Without starting here would be
shit. The worst thing is not starting. I'll tell you that right
that's
now.
why my whole thing is being consistent, but also like being around, like you said, the same thing, being around the right people. So like I told you off the camera, like if it's not certain things that's like just me enjoying people and that has the right energy and the right vibe, or something that has to do with like a business aspect or something, then like you probably not gonna see me. Like I'm not just gonna be with everybody in everybody's face. But I definitely have thought to start the other part. I ain't got there yet, but this is the first part, you know what I mean? So getting in front of the camera, feeling more comfortable and natural to speak in front of the camera, because once you get into that, you got to start acting from roles, you got to talk in front of the people and stuff like that. But I think, I don't know what it was, but I think, in my last, probably like a year or so ago, like going through what I went through, I think that's what lit the fire to get here now. So now I'm willing to do whatever. I think I just need to get in the right situations with the right people. And I think I am, because a lot of my friends and people I know doing it, you know what I'm saying? But I think I got to let go of that mentality of the handout thing, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like I don't like reaching out to people like when I like just do it myself.
Yeah, that's a problem.
100%.
You want to know why?
No. Let me explain to you why though. Because like I feel like, and don't get me wrong, like I know some of my good friends that are like in this realm. So like I could probably reach out and be like, hey bro, like whoop whoop whoop. But it's like
You can't do everything yourself, bro.
100%.
You just literally said, I don't know if it was on camera or off camera, but it's like if we one blow, we all blow. So you
But
can't.
everybody don't think that way.
Yeah, but that's why you have to attract the people around you and focus on that. I don't focus on motherfuckers like I've been cutting motherfuckers off left and right this year.
Say that.
And let's be real, dog. I brought motherfuckers to the team that I have.
Shout out Alto, sponsor me.
I've been putting this team together, bro. Like shout out my homegirl Bianca, my dog Evi's, my boy Jay, my boy Sean. Shit, we had a few other little motherfuckers that we had some cameramen that we had that was younger than me. You feel me? I love what they had going on. I met them when I first started this shit. But one of them I met when I first started this shit. But you feel me? He just his ego was a little too big, and I'm not the one. You feel me? After I try to get a person to understand some shit, like I'm not. If you can't get it to where if you can't see that I'm out here doing everything I can to put you in the right position to win, and you can't do the same for me, I'm not gonna keep asking. So that's where I'm talking about. Like, but I will say, like, bro, I don't have a problem with putting a motherfucker in a position to win, because again, like, I always go off that aspect. Like, shit, if I put 100 motherfuckers on, I put 10 people on, and I just happen to lose a little bit of my motion. You don't think I can double back to one of these motherfuckers that I didn't put on?
100%, right? But as you said prior, right? So let me also just revise and get you to understand. I'm not saying like I go out in the world and if I make a connection, like I done met some people. Like my cameraman now, you feel me? Like I met him through people. Like, I didn't know him, and I came with this is what we can do. Like if you messing with it, let's mess with it because it can blow. Understandably, we got to put in whoop-de-whoop. Now, when I say like the handout, it's like I'll still mess with the people. Like, hey, come on the pod, or whatever it is, like whatever. Even if it's not even like, let me pick your brain because you've been in a situation. Like, if I feel like people is bullshitting me, like I just be like that makes me feel like the handout. Like it's like, oh well, maybe I could like maybe put this nigga on. Like it's like because like me, like my heart is pure. God know my heart is pure. Like if I got it, you got it. You know that nigga. You done came to the crib like the function with whatever. It's like nigga, you ain't gotta bring no y'all don't hear whatever it is. Like I give freely, no care. Now even if tomorrow I wake up and I got 1 million subscribers on the tube, you can still hit my phone. I'm answer like, "What's good, real? Like, what's going on?" Like,
that's me.
So it's like, you feel me? I think what happens is, I have a thing where like I'm my biggest critic in my own mind. Like, so it's like, I'll tell myself like, like you go get it, you figure it out. Like I think that's the fire that started in which like, though you have the opportunity to go out. So when you go out, you're going to meet that connection. You're going to meet that person. You're going to meet whoever and that got the same as you did when you know what I'm saying, went and you met Sean and y'all got, feel me, the blueprint or whatever. Like I done went out and met people and I was just like, oh yeah, like let's collab, whatever, let's chop it up.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting at. We pretty much saying the same.
Oh yeah,
shit.
I'm talking about people I already knew before.
No, shit. I do this. I ain't fucking with anybody that I got going. I ain't fucking with nobody that I knew before I had started this shit. Nigga, everybody that's in my life right now that's close to me, nigga, is new. That I met either last year or the year before. That's just the truth, and it's not. But shit, I got homies and shit like that, but ain't nobody on the same shit that I'm on. They doing their own exactly, and there's no love lost. But I got a new friend group, nigga, that values what I got going on at the same level of what they going on because it's the same shit. So I'm only surrounding myself with the same shit. All I was getting at is like, when I first started this shit, nigga, I always felt like shit. I'm doing this by me. I don't need nobody. Shit, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And that mentality was cool for a while. It was cool until I realized, like, you know what? This team, having a team, I have shit. We didn't have them 2 cameramans that I brought to the team. That's no longer here. They were just added to the team just to help out in a sense. We already have 4 cameras in our group. Like, we ain't lacking shit. We was just trying to help the younger generation, bro. Everybody in my group, nigga, is 30 and up. we were just helping out some young 20-year-old kids that, you feel me, that didn't understand the value of what
was going on.
Exactly, and that's not for me to continue to try to coach because, hey, I knew when a motherfucker was trying to put me on. I knew when not to miss a blessing.
You feel me?
So,
and people block them, and I think that's the biggest thing too. Like, I feel like I didn't came across people, and we didn't, started it. Shout out Valley about to eat his.
hey, I'm about to eat this meal prep real quick.
I feel like I didn't came across people who definitely, even if they wasn't like a big play, to understand it's something that helped me be better. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't try to give people an understanding of something that can go, but I think people don't chase the vision. You feel me? And the vision is what's most important, because when you chase the money and whoop-de-whoop, like your hunger becomes different. You feel me? Like you're not chasing it. That vision you wrote down, that vision you got on your board, you feel me? That's what's going to drive you to get everything. Because when you put a dollar amount on something, everything changes.
Everything.
Literally.
All right, bro, I've been doing it, bro. I just started getting paid this year. What? No, not this year, last year. I just started getting paid. I just started getting paid sponsors in Raw Gear, C4, and all that. I think I was doing shit. I've been in this shit 4 years now. Started this shit February 20th, 2020. What year is it? It's 24? Mm-hmm. It just passed February 20th, right? That's 4 years. Mm-hmm. 5 years, I already told myself, bro. It's if I ain't a millionaire by my birthday, if I ain't sitting in billions by my birthday, bro, next year I already know it's over. Because I've dedicated myself to this shit for that long, and I'm comfortable with where I had to start because I wasn't focused on the money, but this shit really changed my mental. I was in this shit for the long haul, and I understood if I can change my mental and what I did with my body, bro. Because you remember when the last time I was over here, bro, I was going through my divorce at that time. Nigga, I was over here little. I had a nice little cut to me, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, the family was trying to feed me them lies and shit like that, nigga, but no.
No, honey.
No. I can look at myself now and show you them same snaps with me, you, Lil Merc, all the homies over.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, honey. It was bad. No.
No.
If you compare them, yeah, it's bad, but also it's like.
But see, that's the shit. Like, everybody would continue to tell me, like, yeah, and that's what made me feel like, you know what?
It's good.
Exactly. Until I really just. I'm in the mirror and I'm finna move my motherfucking chest, dog.
Hey.
And that's when I knew, like, yeah, it's over. If you don't get a gym membership now, dog, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, like, I sit here and be 100% transparent on this podcast, dog. Like, I was partying, like, and the party, like, shit. I think when I was here, shit, I had probably like just stopped right before I left here. I want to say like it was maybe like 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months after I left here, I started traveling with my uncle. I was doing some work with him, but nigga, that was probably like the best thing that happened to me. That was probably the best thing that happened to me because boy, I was partying like. Nigga, I lost myself, bro, and I'm cool to admit it.
You're school, nigga. I'm trying, nigga.
Oh, I don't have no shame, bro.
Like,
shit.
Nigga, like
I'm
I said,
a grown ass man.
Last year, yeah. Nigga, I was like last year and a half, like the last year prior to the last year, I was going through it.
And what's crazy is that was actually 2019. The last time I was actually over here, because that was right before COVID.
I threw the funk.
On my mama. That was
in here getting stupid. We was drinking a Patron and a Henny.
Right before COVID. Niggas was lit, and I drove my stupid ass home. And I didn't have, see, that's how I told you, I'm not a drinker like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
we was going real dumb doo-doo.
Nah, we was, but yeah.
Great vibes. It was great vibes.
I mean, it's always like that when it's really just, you know, like nice family and most of the niggas was family. The females, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that part, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta make sure the right niggas is at the party, that's all.
Type shit. But yeah, man, I think where you're going in the right direction for sure. And I mean, I know for myself, just conversations alone and with God, you know, we gonna definitely, you know, real soon be looking at each other like, hey, how we make it shake. But it's just, you know, a little dedication and hard work. But also it's just the understanding that like when you've been around the way and this it's not something that's new to you. It's like it's really true to you, and it's not the one-liners kind of come easy to a nigga, but it's like understanding that you really put your foot down and got to it, and not caring about what that person think, and that person think, and how this gonna work. It's just about.
Watch. Let me just show you something. This is how I know. Can the camera see this? Put a thumbs up. Can the camera like I would have never been the person doing this shit. Never. I used to make fun of the niggas that used to go in the gym and get in their drawers and pose and do this shit.
Dark ski.
This shit. I was never this dude, bro. Like this just wasn't me.
That boy swole.
It wasn't me, but I done fell in love with this shit, bro. This shit is like, I love to cook, I love to draw, I love to paint. Like I've always
in the kitchen for sure.
Everything that I just named, that's an art. When I look at the way I've been doing with my body, I'm sculpting my body. Sculpting is an art, and that's why I fell in love with this shit. Because I took control of what I'm doing with my body. That's why I don't enhance my shit.
So I started bodybuilding.
Nigga, when I tell you, bro, let me tell you, I can show you pictures of me, bro, nigga, 2 years ago. You see my lats now? How when I'm doing that shit, I didn't have that shit 2 years ago. I took a picture with my homeboy at the beach, at Bruce Beach. Took a picture at Bruce Beach, and we did a little workout, some calisthenic shit. We taking pictures. That nigga did the flare out and just, did one of them. And I'm like,
none of them.
I looked at that nigga and said, bro, what the fuck? Like, how'd you get those? Like, cause
got to it.
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know what these are called in a sense. Like,
you just knew how to get the regular,
cause you know what I'm saying? I just knew what I was doing, and I didn't know that I'm lacking some shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, nigga, what are those? Them like wings and shit. Like, he's like, yeah, these is
niggas
lats.
be doing that shit. I'm like, nigga.
That nigga told me pull-ups. Sheesh. When I tell you, nigga, from that day forward.
How you do the poses though? Like I need to figure it. Cause I might have the lats in
I got you.
I think the lats might be there.
They might be. No, they might be.
Hey, they might be there. I just don't know how to do that
I'm
shit.
gonna be honest with you, nigga. I didn't have them, and when I tell you from that day forward, nigga, every workout, I don't give a fuck if I was doing arms. Don't give a fuck if I was doing legs.
We talking here
back,
pull-ups?
nigga. Yes, and sometimes, well, all the times, I was doing the assisted pull-ups. You know where you put that little thing up and with the weight on my mama, nigga.
See, I
don't give a fuck because
I'm saying no. I got.
No, I'm not because I
I
don't give a fuck, nigga. Yeah. I'm doing this shit for me. I don't give a fuck about who watching.
100.
Say something to me.
Guaranteed.
You ain't gonna do that. So what's the point of you trying to make fun of me? Because I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying for like,
no, not you. I'm
saying myself. Like I'm saying like being in the gym. Like I done been there and like I'll go to like the last struggle, but I'm like I'm not pulling that joint.
Not me. So you want to know why? Because it's no point if I'm gonna just do 10 and the next time I hop up there, every time you hop up there unassisted, you start with 10. And if you're already in the middle of a workout, nigga, 10 starts to 9. 8, and you're just gonna keep dropping. I'm trying to get to 25 every time I get up on this motherfucker. You feel me? Every time I get on it, and I'm talking about struggling to get to that 25, but we getting to 25 every fucking time, nigga.
You really got me in my workout bag. I might
you don't understand, bro, because I was really mentally checked out, nigga. That gym is really what like.
No, I feel
speak.
you on it.
I speak so like passionate about that shit, bro, because I really remember sleeping on my mom and dad's floor, nigga, like trying to figure out why the fuck am I back here going through that divorce. Like you really do not understand, dog. Like that shit mentally had me the worst I've ever been, and I say it all the time, nigga. I will never get that low.
Nah,
I will never get that low.
I understand why you chose it. Hear me, right? Because it was what 22, 23. I don't know. Probably 20. I don't know. I was sitting right here in my living room. Some of my boys, I'm like, hey, I gotta, because you would see me. I do like the stuff in the garage, wooty woo, but I really went and got the.
And I ain't gonna lie, not to cut you off. Nigga, the last time I was here, I was looking at this nigga. I'm looking at you like, God damn, real. But I couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know in the back of my mind, I look like.
Yeah, it was.
So it's like. I'm just looking at my relative like, bro, this nigga look like one of them Greek statues right now. Like, bro.
Nigga really locked in type shit. It's like, but I needed it in the same case of the mental aspect because I was low and it was nothing fueling me that would give me what I needed. And that's why I go now and try to get to it because even if I bust that 200 down, you feel me, or do something like just really get it in. Like even if I'm getting in, whatever, turn my music on. Like I'll turn the heater on in the crib and just get right here on the wood flow and just and just really, as long as I get that feel and I know I got that working, it puts me in a good mental space. Mm-hmm. And when I'm in the gym, it's even more because you know what I'm saying, like get to hear them weights clink. You know what I'm saying, you getting whatever you go, like that gives you a drive. But my only thing truly is like, I think and this is not to say about my the people I have been working out with, but like when people can lift how you lift, it makes the lifting better or stronger.
Oh my God.
You feel me? Like when a motherfucker is stronger than you, like you feel. Now this goes back to me talking to you about Luhan earlier. Like I wasn't strong like that when I was in 10th grade. You feel me? Like so it's like. Having him and Lund and somebody like, you know, and I had Jamel and niggas that really be like, was really lifting, like, nah, get under that. Like, you got to, like, when I got that mentality, like, I want somebody in there, like, if I could lift with CJ all the time, like, I remember me and CJ used to lift when I used to come back from college at St. Jen's, like, and he putting whoop-de-whoop on there, and it's like, get under it, like, I got you, like, I'm like, nigga, I don't know if I could do this, like, I'm in college, but, like, nigga, like, actually, take away the college, nigga, we was in high school, before I was leaving, like, we'll be lifting, but I'm like, nigga, I'm not you. Like, I'm 175 pounds. Like, I'm not you. Feel me? So it's like, when I would come back,
a nigga like me was definitely not hitting that in high school.
You feel me? It's different. I think my max in my junior year was like 240, and then like senior year was probably like 265.
Nigga, my max in high school as a senior was 225, and my squat was like 465. Like I've always had
squat was like probably like 4 or 5.
I've always had
like
low center of gravity. You know what I'm saying? I'm a short nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different like, and that's why now it's like that. Like even hearing you speak, like it makes me go back to like be like I understand why I got back and got that gym membership and why I started because nigga was low, bro. Like I'd be just as transparent as you was. I was checkout time. Shit, it's checkout time. Man. Like you feel me? Like I couldn't understand like why I felt the way I felt. Like I didn't know how to express why I felt the way. I didn't understand like what was going on. So I couldn't even tell moms or tell CJ or tell my sister like I can't tell you why this is happening until I went through the little journey and I started figuring out like I gotta cut this, you gotta let that go, you gotta figure that out. And then once I started doing that is when the gym was smoothie. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Now you feeling back like yourself. Now you feel me? Because I thank God that I don't have the body that depletes bad. You know what I'm saying? When you're not, you know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because some people go through it bad and then they get big and they're like, oh man, like oh I went through this whoop-de-whoop. But it's like I got the opportunity. I'm like, okay, let me do this. And I started really hitting the joint hard. And when I started to see that, I'm like, okay, boom. But now hearing you speak, like I might really like real Holyfield after this is done. Like might have to shoot me that workout plan or something you on, cause you feel me. Like I'm going there and really try to see. Cause what's crazy is like lats or pull-ups was always in the workout plan. So it's like maybe you know what I'm saying I might got the lats thing up in
like
there.
That shit,
But I'm trying to like I don't want to like I want to lose it. Like I want to be like. Not like niggas, like them fake niggas. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to lose a little, you know what I'm saying? I want to start back doing a lot of things. I actually want to like train like I'm about to go play a game tomorrow. Like real shit. Like that's why I was just talking to a kid's dad at school. I'm like, I'm gonna start training back over the summer, like, cause I got a couple of my college dudes coming back home. I'm gonna train them. I'm gonna train with them. Like I'm gonna get out there, put the cleats on, really be sweating.
Oh, that's
like,
a nigga. I'll be on the football field with these high school kids.
You feel me? I'm not coaching like in high school.
I am not Luhan. I ain't our head nigga. I'm young.
Oh, you gotta
I'm
know.
about to eat your little asses
When
up.
I was coaching that Silmar,
What?
nigga, I was in their cleats every day. Shit, me, Nay,
Nigga,
shit,
I got a camp.
Peasy,
I got a camp tomorrow, bro, with these kids, dog.
Oh, get into it, cleats
You
on.
don't understand, like. I enjoy this
No,
shit.
it's
like,
fun. So
I enjoy this shit.
When I first started coaching, I would really be cleats on, and I'm really like the offense or whatever is the coaches. Feel me, against the first team defense or whatever. So it's like you gotta. I guess you say just jump back into the motions, but like I be trying to let what I'm saying dead dogs lay. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when I jump back in that water, I'll be like, oh man, like. You start reminiscing. You start thinking about stuff.
Yeah, I don't
like,
be reminiscing like that because I have, nigga, I know where I'm supposed to be, so I don't,
100.
I don't focus on or reminisce on what I could have had. Like I'm even with these kids, bro. If I can help a kid get to college, bro,
You won.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm changing a life. Like at the end of the day, that's what.
No, you've won, but you've won. Like you've done your purpose. Like I feel like my purpose on this earth. And we was talking about that earlier. And you said you found your purpose in your path. I feel like my purpose is to be a teacher, whether that's on this podcast or in life when I'm outside of this podcast. But people, when I talk, people listen, and it's because of the shit that I've been through in life, especially if it's a kid. But sometimes an adult has not been through what you've been through, but also doesn't know how to get through what they're going through. You feel me?
What they've been through.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get to those opportunities, like realizing that is big. Like realizing your purpose on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the program like to be a teacher. Like literally where I organized like it's like called the TRP program. It's like the teacher's residency program. I'm a teacher, whatever. So I'm like I've been teaching. Like I've been teaching before I knew I was teaching, but like when you recognize that people listen, it's like
it's different.
It's like a different feel. So, it's kind of crazy. We sitting here having this real full in depth conversation. Like, also like it's beautiful though. Like, and I also just want to add like I think we both are in the spots where we understand like where our lives were, but we know where our lives are going. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. The recognition to understand that like when I say let dead dogs lie, it's like that shit is gone. But like when I say reminisce, it's like that was at that point. And I think that sometimes like creeps, but it doesn't stop me. So that's why now I'm like, you know what?
You gotta embrace that shit.
Let it be, because I mean, I think it still throw the cleats on probably, not even probably, I get jiggy.
As a nigga, because I still be having fun, but it looked like this. We ran ones all year last year, right? I lined it up with a few of these little niggas. Not one time did anybody score. You want me to run receiver for you? I run receiver, but I want to play DB, so you feel me like y'all can beat me and make it easier, because if you're not... All I gotta do is run a fade. You are white kids. I'm blowing past you niggas. You niggas not...
Chill.
Like, I'm about to blow past y'all, so let me just play corner and just don't do no short shit, because I'm gonna guard you, but I'm not gonna guard you hard. Like, it's because I don't want to get you hurt.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of me not trying to guard them, because if I man your ass up, you're not getting off this line.
100.
It's simple as that. Like, but
Man.
we ran a few times back last year, man, and they tried me a few times, but it was the one time my little dog Rocco actually caught that motherfucker slightly, right? He had that ball slightly, he's coming down, sliding in the back of the end zone, bro. Pop! I just slapped the ball right out of his hand, bro, and he was so hot. He was like, fuck, because he would have been the first kid to actually get me.
He was the one. I don't know what the situation on what's it called is, the time limit, but two things before we make this thing shake. Talk about when your competition is coming, and I'll tell you the next thing after that. Well,
so June 22nd, Riverside, California, me and my boy Sean Fury will be taking the stage for the first time. We thought it was a natural bodybuilding competition, but we'll be going against some enhanced people, which I'm actually excited for. My boy was a little less excited when he first heard the news, because he wanted to be an all-natural competition. But the way I looked at it, it just makes the story even better, because I'm looking to take the stage and you know, walk away with some first place trophies and the overalls in both categories. You know, no offense to my boy Sean, because he has to go against me, but you know, I still feel like, you know, I am the inferior one. And yeah, so look out for that, man. Please follow your boy at ValleyyMuscle with 2 Y's, and I also got a shared page with my boy Sean. It's at Valley Fury with 2 Y's. So ValleyyFury.
Now, the way we usually make this thing shake is, fuck that. Let's talk about that party that was at the crib. Whatever happened? Never mind. Let's never talk about that. Anywho, you know where I was about to go with that. I think you know where I was about to go with that, but I'm gonna let that. You know what I mean?
This nigga's retarded, bro.
Usually in this joint with like a word, or not even. I don't even want to use a word. What's just something you live by? You gonna live by for the rest of the year? Sentence. Quote.
Train the mind and the body will follow. I don't give a fuck whether it's lifting weights. You want to be the best architect. You want to be the best. For me, what is it? Basketball player, whatever. Train your mind and the body will follow. You know what I'm saying? You got to mentally clock into whatever you're trying to do before you think your body will follow. And it's easier said than done. But if you can control your mental, then everything else will follow. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting everything that you see in the outside world control you. Yeah. Perception is a motherfucker. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it.
Well, welcome and goodbye. And this is Open Conversation with SheeshBlanco. And I'm your host, SheeshBlanco. And I thank my relative, ValleyyMuscle's 2 Y's.
Yeah.
Don't you forget that for coming through and supporting the cast. You know what I'm saying? Love, soul, peace, and hair grease. And we out.
Yep.